Hello, and welcome to the Oregon Department of Education's Distance Learning for All Professional Learning Series. We are very excited to introduce the Oregon Open Learning Hub, a platform in which the community of Oregon educators can curate and create learning resources to support students across grade levels, content areas, and by specific need. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain the concept of an open educational resource, or OER, explore the Oregon Open Learning Hub, and find our professional learning group. Providing this hub for the Oregon educational community is not just vital for our transition to distance learning for all, but will be a sustainable place to collect free, high-quality learning resources that are openly available for educators to revise and redistribute as needed. In short, the Oregon Open Learning Hub plays a critical role in keeping educators connected and students learning. We want to ground ourselves in the guiding principles of distance learning for all. The priorities of ODE's guidance have been care, connection, and continuity of learning, and the principles guiding our work are clear. We will ensure safety and wellness. Students need food, clothing, a safe place to learn, and shelter, as well as a sense of care and connection in order to engage in challenging intellectual work. Cultivate connection and relationship. Student connections and relationships with trusted adults promote belonging, which is especially important as learning takes place outside of the school setting. Center in equity and efficacy. Prioritize equity in every decision. Build on cultural and linguistic assets to inspire learning and promote student efficacy. Consider how decisions and actions attend to racial equity and social justice. And consider the assets of students who experience disability. And finally, innovate. Iterate through complex change with a spirit of possibility, centering in deep learning, student agency, and culturally sustaining practices. Throughout this session, you will hear from each of our Oregon Open Learning core team members. And now, let's jump in. Tina?
With the wide open internet and so many resources available at your fingertips, you may be wondering why you should invest time in exploring open educational resources over other types of resources. The answer is simple. Open educational resources, or OER, promote educational equity because they allow all students to have access to high quality, up-to-date, and relevant learning materials. And when investments are made in OER, essentially that means investments are being made in building the capacity of the people in our education community.
In addition to the benefits that Tina called out, open education resources can be freely distributed without the concern of copyright violation. So that means they are more widely available, and they often can be reworked to meet your students' particular instructional needs. In other words, many open education resources are licensed to allow remixing or adapting, meaning that you can change a resource to include differentiation for students, localize the content, or integrate it with other content areas. I'll now turn it over to Vanessa, who's going to give us a virtual tour.
Our Oregon Open Learning Hub lives on the OER Commons platform. OER Commons is a digital public library and collaboration platform. It hosts the resources for multiple states, colleges, and universities' OER initiatives. From the homepage at oercommons.org, you can search the global library. You can also use the menus at the top to discover resources, collections, and providers. You can search the hubs on the platform and the groups on the platform. To find the Oregon Open Learning Hub, use the Hubs menu. If you've joined the Hub already, you'll find it under My Hub. If you haven't, or if you haven't created an account yet, you can also use See All Hubs to find it. Just scroll down until you find Oregon Open Learning. This is our Hub's homepage. From here, you can use the menu to jump to a specific section of the site or simply scroll down. In this section, you can learn more about our Hub. In the Curricular Resources section, you'll find collections of resources from nationally known content providers. The next section contains collections of resources specifically for educators, students, and families to support distance learning for all. And finally, you'll find our groups section. This is still being built, and we're currently working on more information about how to join, curate, and collaborate within groups.
At this point, you may be wondering, how can I learn more? We invite you to join our Oregon OER Professional Learning Group, which is now open. This space will be your one-stop shopping destination for learning about OER and Oregon Open Learning. It will house resources such as video playlists and articles that you can access anytime, as well as provide opportunities for you to engage in asynchronous discussions with other members of the group. In addition, we plan to host virtual meetups so we can connect in real time and learn from people who are experienced OER users and creators. More details on these and other learning opportunities will be coming soon. Our intention is to do weekly updates on Fridays, so keep an eye out for those.
Thank you for taking the time to review our video. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any additional questions.